Okay, so here are my current projects. So first up we have these blue vases, which are really pretty, but this color is just not working for me. Now, it did in our last house, but in this house it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna try to do something with the 3 of these, change those up. Next up we have this vase, which I got at Goodwill. And I love the handles. I like how they're like swirled around. But the yellow is not working for me, so I'm gonna change that one up somehow. And then next up, we have this guy. And I love this. I also got this at Goodwill. But I actually like that color. It's like amber. I really like it, and I wouldn't paint it, but it's, you can see right here. It's kind of, let's see if I can get it to show, kind of scraping off a little bit. So it has a couple of little scratch marks. I love the shape though. I like the shape of that one. I kind of want this one to be black. I kind of want this one to be like a white and gray kind of stone, because I have some olive branches that I want to put in this one. And then these, I have no clue at all. And then, oh, also I need to, while I have my paint out, I'm gonna paint this because it's got scuff marks all around. And I don't know, maybe make it look like concrete or something. So I'll see what I can do with that. And I just figured I would just pull out all kinds of things to paint and just try different techniques. So I'm just gonna start painting and see what I end up with. Okay, so first I'm just gonna wipe everything down, and I'm just using vinegar and water. Okay, everything is wiped down. Here we go. Okay, so I'm trying to scroll through here and see kind of what I want to do. And I thought like maybe I could do it like a two-tone. And this one is Pottery Barn for $229. That is a lot for a vase. I'll show you once again. Okay, so I actually remembered gloves this time because normally I have paint all over my hands. Then I'm gonna go with this sample paint. So we're gonna stir this up. And then I have these little leftover from Easter containers that we colored our eggs in. I thought those would be good to use for paint, so I kept them. Now though, I'm just gonna use this paint without adding anything to it, just to cover this yellow. Next, I'm gonna do this brown paint and add some baking soda to it and go over this brown. It definitely gave it some texture. Okay, so I have this as my leftover black with the baking soda. So I'm gonna add some white paint to it. Just some old craft paint that I had. I put quite a bit of white paint in there. I'm not sure you could even see that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that and see what that looks like. That's not bad. I like that actually. And I made pretty much just enough to cover it, thank goodness, so I didn't have to try to match that color. And I'm making a mess. This stuff is like flaking off because it's the baking soda. It's making a mess, and I added a little bit of water, which made the paint come off in spots. So I just went with it and wiped them off so it'll have like a little texture spot right there. So I'm gonna start dabbing some paint on top of this. I mean, it's been sitting here for hours, so it's like should be dry, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna stay on there or not. Okay, so I can see my battery is dying. So I'm gonna switch that out and then add some white and some, what is this color? Cafe. I'm gonna mix this up and then use this little spongy thing and dab it on. And I'll use my little carton and mix some white paint and this cafe. So I'm taking this little sponge and then like taking a napkin and dabbing it off on this napkin, and then taking it and then just all over. And then I'm taking a little just cafe color, which I need more. And I'm taking that and dabbing this little sponge in there and dabbing it off on the napkin, and then going over kind of the white spots. Kind of tones them down a little bit. But I'm trying not to overthink it and just splatter it on there. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, I think it looks pretty cool actually. It's looking like stone. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit and then dab some more. Okay, it is such a beautiful day out here today, and so today I'm gonna see what this looks like. It's Rust-Oleum stone, and I'm wanting to paint this piece, and we'll see how that looks. So it has like this texture-y feel to it, and it's just so beautiful out here today. Literally such a beautiful day. All right, here we go. Interesting. Ooh, maybe I should have painted it black first. Yeah, because the white is not going to make it look like stone. Maybe I should wipe it while it's still wet. Well, I really wanted it to look like stone, so I think I'm gonna paint it black and then come back out here and repaint it with this texture-y paint. Alright, I'm gonna run and get black. And this is all I had, satin, and it's paint and primer in one. So I'm gonna give this a coat. I'm gonna let that dry, turn it over, paint it, and then I'll paint the texture on the top. We'll see. Okay, so here's what we're doing today. I painted this yesterday, let it dry, and today I'm gonna put stone, Rust-Oleum on top of it. And I don't really think I want it to look like this all over. Maybe even combine it with this multicolored texture. It's a little bit like the texture's not as prominent as this one. Let's try that. Hopefully it turns out. Okay, so next up is this one. Multicolored texture. Kind of looks like sand. Let's do it.